Greetings crew, and welcome back to Shy More Being Veg Patch. It's all about sweet potatoes. We've got a beauty here. She's ready for harvest. It's an heirloom variety. Can't wait to share the journey with you. Stick around because you're going to learn how to harvest, how to set it up so you can get it to grow again without any cost, and then how to actually maximize the flavor and storage life of your sweet potato harvest, because who wants to do all that work and end up losing it all in the end? So let's get our hands dirty.
You say nothing at all when we meet, yet somehow I know your history. Oh, come what may, I'm ready. Picture frames, lavender and pain, they all live here within this romance. I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one.
Here's what you'll need: some secateurs, a little trowel, and some gloves if you don't want to get your hands dirty. Some people will use a bigger shovel or something of that nature, but you do tend to take the risk of piercing your produce, and when you pierce it, you're going to end up pretty disappointed because it's not going to store as well. So in these shallow beds, there's not much point. They don't tend to go very deep, so we should be right with the small hand trowel. To start the process, we just need to start pulling it back a little, having a look at what's actually in here. When I put this vine in, it was tiny, maybe about that big, you know, a real little plant, and it has just gone from strength to strength. Very vigorous and clearly very happy in this spot. So already we've got a couple sitting here on the surface.
You feel like summer days to me, warm, tender, sunny rays. I hope that we are meant to be. You say nothing at all when we meet, yet somehow I know your history. Oh, come what may, I'm ready. Picture frames, lavender and pain, they all live here within this romance. I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one.
So that's two already up and ready to go. But the skins are very, very soft, and so you want to be very gentle with them in these early stages. I'm going to show you how to cure them and protect them, help their skins be more resilient in a moment. But let's continue with this harvest.
Thoughts and some dusty dreams, and we seem to find common ground. Guess everyone's got their own sound. Never cared much about fitting in.
The chilies become a casualty, but we'll take care of that.
What's right or a sin? But as you stand before me, I give in. Picture frames, lavender and pain, they all live here within this room.
See all these little nodes running along the length of the vine? You'll even see where the roots are coming out. Each one of these nodes will grow a new plant if you let it. So you can always reproduce your sweet potato very, very easily.
To stop the run and be the lucky one.
So we got another one coming up here in the back. There we go. Look at that. Magic, perfect sweet potato. So basically all I'm doing is folding back the canopy of the plant and then looking for what's sitting on the surface and then feeling my way through that soil until I can feel that there's something there, and then I'm just pulling that up by hand or with the little trowel. It is literally that easy. You're never going to have to buy sweet potato again. Once you've got it for life.
Picture frames, lavender and pain. They all live here within this room.
What's here I'm going to keep, because there's nothing to harvest from that, but that'll become the starts for the spring crops. So we'll leave that in place, then it'll redo its thing, and that will be magical. Let's have a look at what we got out of today's harvest so far. So this knobbly one was part of the original plan, I believe, and you know, you could easily replant this little piece here and that will form a new plant. I don't really want that many of them, so I'm gonna harvest that and eat that. We got some nice smaller ones that are in place. A decent medium-sized one. Now, I'm not going to brush all this dirt off at this point because the skins, I can show you here, are really, really delicate. They're incredibly soft. Hopefully you can start to see it, but see if I drag my thumbnail down that, you can see it's quite open, and that takes no effort at all. So every time you bang it, you know, you're going to bruise the produce. So you want to take things steady and easy. I'll wait for that dirt to dry and then I can simply brush it off in a week or two. Look at this monster. What a beauty. And lastly, this guy. So, you know, a nice little harvest there. This plant is in its first year, so very, very nice. I'm happy with that. So there we have it, an abundance of beautiful sweet potatoes, but you know, our work's not done here yet. And as I promised, I'm going to show you how to cure them. So what you want to do is leave them be. Those skins are still too soft to do anything more with them. Now, if you wanted to eat them straight away, you could go right ahead, but the flavour won't be at its maximal. So there's a good advantage to waiting about 2 weeks and then they'll be in their prime. Now, if you store them well, they'll last up to 6 months. So how to do that? You want to leave your soil on initially, because if you go scrubbing on the skins, you're going to rub off that layer of protection, and that is going to get bacteria into your produce and you won't be able to store it for as long. Now if you've got any that are cracked or damaged, sort of like this guy, well, he'll be the first one to be eaten. But this one's in good order, so we want to keep that one. And the others as well, we'll want to keep those. So we'll cure these guys, eat this guy very soon. So we'll leave that for the 2 weeks just to get the flavour profile up. But these ones will actually clean off in 10 days, brush all this dirt off of them, and then from there they'll go into the drawer where it's cool and humid, but not much light. And you just want to leave them sit there if you want to store them for a long period of time. But how to cure them in the next 2 weeks? In the next 2 weeks, you want to have them in a well-ventilated area, maybe somewhere that's a little bit humid and possibly open to light. That is going to get them to bring their flavour profile up, and it's going to make them more and more delicious. So definitely worth waiting the 2 weeks. Once that happens, you can brush off that dirt and then set them up for storage long term. So we've covered how to harvest, how to cure them, we've covered how to store them long term, and we've also covered how to set up the next lot of crop. So I hope you got something out of this, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a beautiful day. Shine on.
To stop the run and be the lucky one. Just tell me I belong.